Here's Eric's forecast.
I want to wish a very happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. We turned out to have a very fantastic day with some sunshine for most of the afternoon and relatively comfortable temperatures. Should have a nice start into the new work week, but it's been a very wet couple days. So we'll take a look at the numbers. Going back to the start of Wednesday, we officially have picked up 6.19 inches of rain for the month of May so far, but a lot of that coming within the last 5 days or so. Some areas getting as much as 10 to 11 inches of rain, which is why we've been dealing with some of those flash flooding concerns for portions of the area, but thanks to that dry weather, things are beginning to dry out a little bit. Now bringing our yearly total up to 17.22, but that is still 2 1/4 below where we should be for this time of year. So I think that was the good news, was we were about 7 inches below what we should have been for this time of year going into the event. So the ground was able to soak up a little bit of the rain, but still dealt with some flooding over the past couple of days. But things should be improving into the new work week. And the reason for that is we take a look at the water vapor. This is about in the mid levels of the atmosphere. You can see the front that brought those showers and storms pushing off to the east, but we have some dry air, and that's what helped to clear out the clouds later on this afternoon. And that dry air extends all the way down into Texas and Mexico, so that'll continue to work across Acadiana, keeping us on the sunny side, not only for our Monday, but also Tuesday and Wednesday. So it does look like maybe by Tuesday or Wednesday you can get out there and get that grass cut, because I know it's probably getting awful long after all the rain we've been receiving of late. Temperatures today got into the lower 80s. Right now we're sitting at 72 in Lafayette. You can see some areas are already down into the 60s with lower 60s up to the north. So some cool, pleasant temperatures this evening. And the reason for that we can see is because of the dew points. They are sitting right now at 66. So that's where they've been about all day long. But we continue to have a light northerly flow, and that'll help to bring down more dry air through the rest of this evening, continuing to drop those temperatures. So right now we got 72 at the airport, but I think by the time you're waking up tomorrow morning, we could be seeing even upper 50s across northern portions of Acadiana. So might need the light jacket tomorrow morning up towards Ville Platte, the Bunkie, 58 degrees, 57 for a low, and Alexandria, 60 for Opelousas. Along the interstate, we'll call it low 60s tomorrow morning. I think 63 will be a good number for the hub city. 61 over towards Lake Charles and Crowley, and even down towards the coast, we could see some low 60s in Vermilion Parish, 62 for New Iberia, while we're in the mid 60s for much of St. Mary Parish. So front continues to work its way off to the east, high pressure building in behind it. So a sun-filled afternoon for our Monday, and thanks to that northerly flow, relatively low humidity, and a very comfortable afternoon. So get out there, enjoy the sunshine tomorrow, and that high pressure looks to remain in control for our Tuesday. So no real weather to be talking about into the first half of the work week. That should continue to help with the drying and allow those rivers to begin to come down, especially with the northerly winds. That should help to push the water out into the Gulf of Mexico. So that is some good news, not only as far as drying, but as the river's going down, as we're still at 11.5 feet for the Vermilion. Do see the stationary front out in the Gulf of Mexico, but because of that high pressure, I think that suppresses the rain and keeps it out over the Gulf. So we do stay dry for our Tuesday and even into Wednesday as that front tries to maybe work its way up a little bit. The bulk of the moisture stays out in the Gulf. High pressure still pretty much in control, although turning a little bit more off to the east. So winds a little bit more on the easterly side. So temperatures coming up a little bit and the humidity not as bad, but still starting to see it creep back into the forecast. But it does look like a very dry start to the work week. A pleasant night in store for our Sunday. Temperatures actually will get below where we should be for this time of year. I'll go 63, some lower 60s possible. We should be right around 66 degrees normally for this time of year. Maybe some areas of patchy fog as you send those kids off to the bus, especially in more of those rural communities where there's still a good bit of water laying around. Otherwise, a very comfortable start with those temperatures right around 65 degrees as you head off to school. And then by the time you pick them up, just an absolutely picture-perfect day. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures topping out in those mid-80s, and it looks to be a very nice week ahead. Maybe some clouds bubbling up during the afternoon, but I think that might be overdoing it. A good bit of sunshine all the way through Wednesday. It won't be until maybe Friday and into the weekend that we really begin to see those rain chances start to come up a little bit with our next front, but that won't be until next Sunday where we start to bring the rain chances up to 40%. Could stall out, bringing more rain by Monday. But overall, a pretty good looking 10-day forecast with lots of sunshine and comfortable temperatures.